We have a new math skill to learn today. We're going to be learning about subtraction. Subtraction is taking away. So let's go over our DLO, and then I want to share some vocabulary words with you that you will hear common when we're taking numbers or objects away. So let's go ahead and read our DLO, our daily learning objective. Today I will show numbers in many ways. Now it's your turn. Today I will show numbers in many ways. We're going to be subtracting. In your worksheet, it's the new stapled packet that will have 7.1 at the top. 7.1. The page number is not copied on here, but it has some hands and some marbles. So this is the new skill that we'll be working on today. Let's review some subtraction vocabulary, even though some of it won't be used today, but some of it will. This is a new operation, minus. The other day we learned about plus. We've been learning about adding and plus. Plus sign looks like that. That operation is getting more, plus. We're going to be focusing on minus. So a plus, I'll just do 1 plus 1 equals 2. So there's my operation, plus. If it was minus, I could say 1 minus 1 equals, minus means take away. So if I have 1 and I take it away, how many do I have? 0. We'll go more into it. I'm going a little quick on that, but this is where you would write that operation. The sign looks like this, minus. I wrote the word, minus. I want you to say minus, minus. Say take away, take away. But I do this with my thumb. So take your thumb and like you're throwing something out that you don't need anymore. Say take away, take away. Say getting less, getting less. When we take something away, you don't have as many anymore. You have less. Getting less. Just like before when we talked about greater number, that would be like adding, we're getting more. And then a number that's less, not as many, but we're getting less. So a number like going down, down, down. Another couple words that you might hear when you're asked about the total at the end, it might say 1 minus 1. How many are left? Left over is what it's talking about. In some of the word problems you might hear, went away. I had 4 rabbits in the yard, 2 went away. So if I had 4 rabbits and 2 went away, how many are left? 2. So you'll be listening and you'll be hearing some of those words. The warm-up video today is called Subtract with a Pirate. It's one of my favorite subtraction videos because it talks about the different terms that you'll hear. When you subtract with a pirate, you're always getting less. When you subtract with a pirate, you'll find the difference. Well, he tries to stretch it out, difference, but difference. So when we add, we have a sum. When we subtract, we have a difference. Those are some more vocabulary words that we will practice. I just wanted to let you hear those words first before we start diving into this. Okay, so we're taking away. Let's do a couple word problems today. In your worksheet, I want to go over a couple things before we get started on some examples. It'll show a picture of what you start with. So it'll say 5 in all. That's the first number you'll start with. Then your family member that's helping you read the story, they'll say, it says 5 fingers are in the air, and you'll use your fingers. 2 are put down. Pick 2 fingers and take them down. How many fingers are left? 1, 2, 3. So these first couple ones, it shows you the difference, and you'll write it here. You'll say 3 are left. Over here, 5 fingers in all. Put 1 finger down. How many are left? Take 1 finger away. 4. So that's what those pictures are explaining. Down here, it'll have them, and then you'll cross them out. I'll show you examples. And number 10, this is the challenge question, and it talks about 10 marbles, and you put X's on them. So go ahead and don't do 10. If you do 10, do it less than 5, but go ahead. You don't need to do 10. On the second page, there's a couple things we need to change. Number 3 and number 5 are A-OK. These are the ones I want you to look at. Number 5 and 6, there was just a mistake. You need to cross off, parents, like scribble out 3 marbles here. Then the prompt will be okay. On this one, I draw a little jar. I forgot to draw a jar on this one. Let me get my pencil. Here we go. Draw a jar. It just didn't copy well. So draw a jar, parents, cross out 3 marbles here so that there's 2 here and 3 on the outside. On this side, draw a jar. You need to scratch out 1 marble here and add a marble there. So families, you need to do that first before you jump in and do this worksheet together. Then the prompts will make sense. Mistakes happen sometimes, and this is an easy fix. So do those first. Okay, let's go over a couple examples now. I'm going to erase our terms, our vocabulary words. I'll erase plus because we're not adding today. I'll erase them as we say them. Say operation, operation. Say minus, minus. So minus is the word. Say take away, take away. When we subtract, say getting less, getting less. When we're finding the difference, say how many are left, how many are left. Some you might hear in a story problem, went away. Say went away, went away. All right, let's do a couple examples. We're going to use our hands right now because our hands are good tools that we can use all the time because they're always there. Okay, hold up 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. Now, I want you to put down 2. Physically push it down. 1, 2. How many fingers are left? 1. We took away. We're showing our numbers in many ways. We're using our fingers. Okay, let's do another one. Show me 5 fingers. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put down 1 finger. How many fingers are left? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fingers are left. Let's do another one. How about show me 4 fingers? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put down 4 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many fingers are left? 0. All right, now we'll do some examples on the board. On your worksheet for number 9, I want you to cross out. That is the best way to subtract and take away, is crossing out. So I will use a couple different colors. If I've got 5 circles here, I'll just call them marbles, 5 marbles. I lost 2 marbles. I lost 2, so I'm going to cross out 2 because I lost them. How many marbles do I have left? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. How do I write 3? Around the tree, around the tree. That's the way you make a 3. Let's do another example. And you can use your cubes, you could use your flippy chips to do some examples also. You could use a piece of paper and draw them on there and cross them out. Let's do another one. I have 3 marbles. I was nice and I gave 2 marbles to my sister. I gave away 2. How many do I cross out? 2, because I gave 2 away. 1, 2. How many marbles are left? If I had 3, I took 2 away, 1. That's my difference. How many are left? 1. Let's do another one. Okay, I have, oh, this is a sad one. I have a delicious ice cream cone with 4 scoops of ice cream. Before I could take a bite, 1 scoop fell off. How many scoops fell off? 1 scoop fell off. How many scoops do I have left? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 scoops left. I think I'll be okay with 3 scoops, but I wanted 4. Okay. I have 1 scoop of ice cream. Guess what? The dog jumped up and ate it. How many scoops of ice cream do I have now? 0. None at all. And then I cried. Erase. All right, so in your example, I'm going to do some from the book. It's like the jar, because it shows you. All right. I was at my grandma's house, and she had a big jar of jelly beans. Big jar of jelly beans. I took 2 out. How many jelly beans are left in the jar? In the jar. How many are in the jar now? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Good. So I ate these. I was at my grandma's house and she had 3 jelly beans in the jar. I ate 1. How many jelly beans are left in the jar? Let's count. 1, 2. 2 are left. I was at my granny's house. 2 jelly beans left in the jar. When I wasn't looking, my sister ate both jelly beans. How many jelly beans are left? 0. There's none left. Just because I see them over here doesn't mean they're in the jar, because I asked how many were left in the jar. 0. Now it'll be your turn to write and count and take away in your practice sheet today. I just want to review our numbers because you've been writing your numbers and some of you are just forgetting to make them tall. So I'll do a couple writing lines here. We'll review it and then you'll get to work. I'm just going to write some practice writing lines, and you can practice in your skill practice binder in the back or letter practice worksheets. All right, I'll start with 0. 0 is at the top. And numbers are tall. They touch the sky and the bottom. Number 1 is easy, straight line down. Number 2, candy cane foot. Make sure that your candy cane is slanted because some of you are doing this. And it's straight up and down. I don't want it straight up and down. If I were to put a line down the middle, it would be slanty. Let's go over 3. Start just above the top, or just below the top. Around the tree to the fence. Around the tree, that's the way you make a 3. Let's go over 4. Start at the sky. Down, over, down some more. That's the way you make a 4. I'm going to make that a little fatter so you can see it. Make sure you go over at the fence. There we go. And 5. Start at the fence. Short neck, belly fat. Mr. 5 wears a hat. Short neck, stop at the fence. Belly fat, curves around. And add his hat right on top. Just a reminder of how to write your letters. Go ahead and get your worksheet. 7.1, double-sided. Don't worry about number 10. You don't need to do it. Okay, now it's your turn.